Boys, how'd day one go out there with, I suppose, a bunch of blokes that you don't really know?
Oh, it was pretty exciting. Like, you've been waiting for this moment all year, and for it to finally come is pretty exciting. But the boys are amazing. They all got around you straight away. So starting to learn everyone's names, and it was great fun out there, and can't wait to get stuck in it again.
First impressions? Have you sort of rocked up an hour early to try and impress everyone? How did it go this morning?
Yeah, no, we all rocked up together, all our 6 boys, the new boys, and yeah, we got all straight into it. Got all our gear and stuff like that, so yeah, no, it's good.
What have any of the players or coaches had to say to you so far?
Just enjoy it. Like, you don't get your first day that often, so just take it in, and they're all going to be there to support us. I can't wait to get into it, and it'll all flow from here. So just take it in. That's what they're sort of driven into us.
What was the program today in terms of, was there any solid running blocks that sort of sorted you boys in?
For me, I'm in rehab because I've just had shoulder surgery about 9 weeks ago. So yeah, I'm still in with the rehab boys. Just did a lot of running then and a little bit of ball work. So yeah, not too much for me tonight. Today.
We actually got lucky. We got out of the running at the end. So it was just in most of the drills and pull us out of every now and then. But I missed out on the running, which I was a little bit happy with. But it's good.
Mitch, I read that you're a bit of a fan of Robbie Gray. Have you had a chance to have a chat with him yet?
Yeah, I have. So we had lunch with him yesterday, him and Travis yesterday, which was really exciting to finally meet the big names. And it's pretty weird you're sitting next to him in the locker room, but it's pretty exciting, and can't wait to train alongside him some more.
What was some of their advice to you guys?
Like I said, just enjoy it and take it in, and they're all here. They've all been through the position, so if we need anything, just ask on them. Just enjoy it.
Tell us about draft night. From your point of view, a lot of the sort of mock drafts didn't have you going that high, but I imagine you thought you were a chance. How did it go down?
So we sort of thought it was 50-50 on the first night, and I was just sitting at home just watching it. Had no pressure on myself, and just having the family around and was watching it. And then about a minute before, Ken actually rang me and just said, "We're going to take you to the next pick," and I couldn't believe it. I picked it up and I was just absolutely stoked. And but it doesn't really sink in until the name gets called out. So I was sort of sitting there for a minute or so just waiting. But when it got called out, I couldn't believe it. I was absolutely stoked. Couldn't wait to get stuck into it. Then we had a couple of my mates come around after, and a couple of the family members as well. So it was a really exciting night, and just took it in for the next couple of days as well.
Was that your first interaction with Ken?
Yes, it was.
What did you think?
I was pretty excited at the moment. I think I was just I was bouncing around the walls and kept running around the house. It was really exciting, and sort of did believe it at the start. It was a bit surreal, but really it's good, exciting. So we had dinner with him on the Saturday night as well, just to catch up again, and it was good fun to watch cricket over there.
What is it about you that you think made Port use a first round pick on a bloke that didn't really get a chance to play this year?
I think there's a bit of potential there. I think I like to say I'm athletic for my size and what I'm able to do. Look forward I think I'm versatile as well. I can play in that forward position, that deep forward, and potentially even looking forward to playing a bit of midfield time if I can work into that sort of role. Just enjoy it, so yeah.
Tell us about the injury. You've got quite a nice little gash up the side of your leg.
So it was last year grand final day. I just got a little cork, like nothing special or anything, and didn't really take notice of it. And went to Bali on a surfing trip, then came back. Following week, and started playing a bit of cricket. It kept getting a bit stiffer and stiffer, and I sort of had a couple of weeks off just to let it rest. And I came back. I was full training. I was at the 1 week experience at the West Coast Eagles. And I was just walking across the oval and just sort of blew up and started spasming, and I sat there and I was like, something's not quite right. So I ended up spending a couple of nights in hospital, which was good fun, and then had 3 operations in January and February, and then since then just been building it back up to full strength, and it's all good now. So been back into full training today, so really exciting.
That's what I was going to say. What's the prognosis? I heard that you actually probably could have played towards the end of the year?
Yes, potentially. It was sort of pushing to. We always kind of wrote this year off and was more waiting towards the combine. And then I was actually offered a spot play for Subiaco, and I was dead set to play. I was telling everyone I was playing, and Mum, Dad, and the WA talent manager sort of said, look, it's probably not worth it for one game in the long run. So I sort of just I came around to it. So it's a smart thing to do, and sort of went with that, and just focused on the combine and getting fit for that.
No, you're fully fit. You're ready. You're 100%.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah.
With young recruits, there's often talk that our club should draft locally. Do either of you have an issue with leaving WA?
Nah, as I said at the start of the year, I'd go anywhere to chase my dream of playing AFL footy, and my dream's come true. So hopefully I get the chance to run out in the Port Adelaide colours this year.
Yeah, and I think Mum and Dad would be a little bit sad, but I'm happy to move away. It'd be something a bit different, and can't wait to get stuck into it. And at such a great club in such a historic time of this as well, in the 150th year. So can't wait.
Do you guys see yourselves as realistic chances to play senior footy next year?
Hopefully. I'm a backman, so I'm not sure how the backs are like here, so I'd hopefully train with the backs and when my shoulder's right and get stuck into it and hopefully break into the team.
What did you boys know about Port Adelaide before you got here?
I knew it was a pretty historic time. It's the 150th year, obviously, this year. And I read that they dominated in the local competition over here for years, and then boosted into the AFL. And so I knew a fair bit, but I've got to learn more and more as I go, and I can't wait to be part of such a historic year, I guess.
Training with the back line, who are you most looking forward to working alongside?
All of them. They're all obviously key players in the team, so training with all the boys, and it'd be great to see how they work and what they do, and just learn off them and watch them all the time.
How did you find the draft experience? Obviously very different being taken in the first round. How was the couple of days for you?
Yeah, well, obviously I knew on the first night I wasn't going to get taken, and on the second night I was hoping. So it was an anxious wait sitting at home, but unfortunately I didn't get picked, so I was pretty disappointed. And I got a few calls from my manager just telling me what was going on, and how Port Adelaide and a few other clubs were looking at me. And I was in the morning. I woke up straight away, and the next pick was me. So, I saw my name there, and Mum and Dad ran in, jumping, screaming. So it was good.
Tell us about that. I suppose having to go to bed after the second round and thinking, geez, there might only be sort of 10, 18-year-olds taken tomorrow. What are you thinking in that moment?
Yeah, no, I was pretty worried and scared. It was a pretty disappointing night and didn't get much sleep. But calls from my manager helped me a lot. Put a few things in my mind, and he helped a lot. So
What does that do for you for the sort of rest of your career? You probably haven't had a chance to think about it, but do you have a bit in the back of your head, I want to prove some people wrong?
Yeah, that's exactly right. I just want to try my best and hopefully crack into the main squad and get put on the main list. So I'll do whatever it takes to crack into that.
What does a recruit do when they move to a new city? Where do you stay? What do you do when you're not training?
So currently all us first years we're in a house in some Grange, I think, and a little Airbnb for this week. And then at the end of this week we sort of move into a player's house for a week, and then we actually move away, or we go on a camp up to Marucci or something like that. So that'd be good fun. And then following the Christmas break we decide, we get together with the club and sort of decide where to go from there, whether it's host families or along those sort of lines. So we'll discuss that at a later point with the club, but looking forward to it.
What about the city? Had a bit of a chance to look around? Any thoughts?
Not yet, no. But hopefully in a few weeks. I've actually got a concert coming up next Friday. He's a singer. I actually only bought the ticket this year for Adelaide, and it was meant to be for Perth, but I actually bought the ticket, but it worked out. So I must be able to predict the future or something.
Who are you going to see?
Ziggy Alberts. So he's a singer.
How have you accidentally bought a ticket to an Adelaide show?
I think I was rushing on my phone, so I quickly clicked it, and it must have been Adelaide. I bought a Perth ticket after that, and that was last night, so I missed out on that one. But it's all worked out now.
Mitch, it sounds like footy runs in your family. Your dad had a good career as well. What does he think about all this?
He's really excited as well. I guess being with me the whole time and watching me grow up playing footy, he's absolutely stoked. And obviously he played a bit of footy as well, so he sort of gave me a couple little tips and just said enjoy it and just go from there. But he's been a big support, and he's absolutely stoked, and it gives him a big excuse to fly for a couple of trips and play a couple of rounds of golf over here. So yeah, I'll be happy with that.
What's he taught you the most coming up?
For me, it's probably just one contest at a time, one quarter at a time, one game at a time. Sort of just focus on that. If something doesn't quite go your way, don't drop your head, and that works in all facets of life, whether that's school and stuff. So he sort of just drove that through me from a young age, and worked with me through that. So that's sort of what I just tell myself during games, and with all that approach pretty much these days.
So we take a ground ball out here this morning. You're obviously very good overhead. Do you feel you're as good on the ground as well, and where that midfield conversation might lead to?
It's probably something I still need to get a bit better at, and if I definitely want to play in that higher role, to keep working on that. So it's definitely, I've been working a lot through the year, obviously not playing. So yeah, to keep working on that would be a big effort of mine, and being clean up in the air and then on the ground as well. So which is obviously a big part of today's game. But yeah.
How did you deal with that frustration going back, not playing footy?
I just surrounded myself with some pretty good people, and just focused on what I could do rather than what I couldn't. And probably school was a bit of a blessing in disguise as well. Kept me busy in that sort of regards as well. Just focused on school for a couple months, and as footy started to come back, just sort of getting that balance right, and just focusing on what I could do rather than what I couldn't. So if the boys were training, I'd be swimming or doing stuff, and just surround himself with so I'd be down at every training still just to still feel a part of it. But yeah, just to focus on what I could do, what I couldn't, rather than what I couldn't.
Outside of footy, what are you into, boys?
Back over in Perth, I love me forward driving and stuff like that. So yeah, going fishing, going out camping with all my mates. Yeah, I grew up in the country, so yeah, getting out of the house I love doing anything outdoors. So yeah, all that sort of stuff.
So is the first footy paycheck going to some sort of big rig or what?
Yeah, not just yet, I don't reckon. But yeah, no, I've got a full drive back in Perth, so we'll see if that comes over or not.
I've got the golf bug right now, so I've been playing a fair bit of golf. Yeah, picked that up with Dad and lost my mates back in Perth, so there's a couple of good courses over here, so I look forward to getting stuck into that. We actually went to the driving range yesterday just to have a hit. And then surfing, love my surf as well, and all that sort of outdoor stuff, fishing and diving and that sort of stuff. But yeah, so hopefully some of that stuff's over here as well.
Don't go water skiing.
No.
Beautiful.
We're good.
Thanks, boys.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.